First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, his brother Shamgar. This is on my spirit, man. Exhortation and encouragement, man. You know, because for some of you brothers, right, who may be low in the spirit, this is a time that you really want to be, revving things up. You want to be glad, man. This is a time to be thankful that you're an Israelite, because you know that the kingdom of heaven is really at hand, man. As you look around and you see Esau's kingdom dwindling and falling, right? You know that we're next up, right? If the Most High is giving you that spirit to believe, you'll see that, hey, our kingdom is really, about to come to fruition. Because you can see Esau's kingdom falling by the different race wars brewing up, World War III, on the brink, another nationwide shutdown, right? Most of these businesses, barely made it through that first shutdown, right? I had particular business owners tell me that, if the nation got shut down again, right, she don't know if she's gonna make it through. So this is something that you see happening all around you, and coming up within the next couple weeks, months, right? You got these different different shots that they're gonna give you, right? All these different things are happening, right before our very eyes and in our actual lifetime, right? So we can see all these different things happen. These are the times to be encouraged, right? To say, hey, man, I just got to hold on just a little longer, man. Let me endure into the end. So be thankful that you are who you are, right? An Israelite, right? If you are. And, abide in Yahweh Shai, man. Abide in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So without further ado, man, I'm going to just get into it. John 15:1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit is taken away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it that it may bring forth more. So if you're not bearing fruit for the Most High, he's gonna cast you away, man. He's gonna take you away. He's gonna take you out of this thing and give you a reprobate and bugged out spirit. Have you believing in something else that you used to condemn, right? And have you have that very same spirit in which you used to condemn, right? So it says, but those who are bringing forth fruit, right? Who's profitable in this truth, right? Doing the things commanded of him by Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, right? He's gonna purge it. He's gonna purge you so that way you bring forth more fruit. And what does that purging look like? Giving you more knowledge, more wisdom, understanding, right? Throwing more situations at you so that way you can go ahead and see fit to bring more of your brothers and sisters in, because that's essentially what that fruit is, right? Teaching your brothers and your sisters, right? Akim and Akwaktim, right? So that way they know who they are. Waking up our people from the four corners of the earth, right? And the Most High has blessed us with the internet, so that way, not only are we teaching on the highways and byways, but, we can make videos like this and reach the brothers from, that we normally wouldn't see every day, maybe in other states or other countries, right? Verse 3, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. So now we are clean because we're being renewed in the spirit of our mind, right? The Most High has chosen us out of the world, right? To hear these things, to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, right? He's chosen us to understand who we are as a people, right? And understand our moral compass, right? And to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, which inevitably, through the Most High's word, it made us clean, right? We no longer do these, filthy abominations that we used to participate in back in the world, right? We change. We become new men and new women. Verse 4, abide in me as I in you. It's like abide in me and I in you, right? So just like, you want to abide in the Father, right? And he's going to abide in you. So you're going to trust in him, and he going to dwell in you. And that's something that you want. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye except ye abide in me. So you can't bring forth fruit if you do not have Yahweh and Yahweh Shai with you, man, right? So if you don't have the Most High with you, you don't expect to bring forth fruit, man. You're not going to be profitable in this thing because you have to trust in him, man. But it's a good thing to do it because he's going to take care of us, man. Has any ever trusted in the Lord and was confounded? Right? No. So continue to trust in the Lord, man. Be thankful every day that he woke you up and the fact that he made you an Israelite, man, and ordained you to go bring forth fruit. That is such an honorable, that's an honorable occupation, man. Just like somebody says, says with such great pride, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm this or I'm that. Take great pride in I'm a servant, of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. He has ordained me to bring forth fruit. Take pride in that, right? Where am I at, right? Verse 4. No. Verse 5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. So we are the branches, right? He's the root, right? He's the vine, right? Now, if you got a tree, right? Those branches, you could snap one off and the root is still going to stand. The tree is still going to live. But let me cut the whole tree down. Let me cut the whole root down. Then what? The branch can't do nothing of itself. It's not going to grow forth fruit, right? So the point is, yo, you got to abide in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Or else what? You're going to be cut down, man. Because you're not profitable. Come on. Dang. So, verse 6. Right? Yeah, so you can't do nothing without Yahweh Shai. But verse 6. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And men gather them and cast them into the fire. And they are burned. Right? So essentially what the Yahweh Shai is saying, if you're not bringing forth any fruit, you're going to wither away. Right? And he's just going to cast you out. Verse 7. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you, right? So when you got the Most High with you and you're abiding in them, trusting in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, keeping his teachings, right? Doing what's commanded of you, following his commandments, let him know that you love him, right? Ask what you will and you're going to have it, right? So I'm not talking about, right, women or $1 million. I'm not talking about that, right? Essentially, you want to be as King Solomon, he was, right? When the Most High let him, ask for something, right? And what did he ask for? Wisdom, right? And that was a good thing to ask for wisdom. And what did the Most High do for him since he asked for wisdom and not those other things, right? Those carnal things. He gave them to him anyway, right? Rulership, women, money, right? All these, things that your flesh lusts after for, right? And he had it, but he asked for wisdom, right? Verse 8, herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples, right? As the Father have loved me, so have I loved you. Continue in my love. What is the love of the Most High, right? Right? How do we show that we love the Most High? Verse 10, if ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and I abide in his love. So when you keep the commandments of the Most High God, you'll abide in the Most High's love, man. Right? I'm going to jump down to verse 14. You're my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. So I want to be Yahweh Shai's friend. Right? He's big bro, but I definitely want to be his friend. And how do we be Yahweh Shai's friend? We do what he tell us to do, and that's the commandments. When Yahweh Shai was here, who you ignorantly called Jesus Christ, some of you, right? What was he keeping? The laws of the Old Testament, right? The feast days, right? So those are the things that you should keep, right? Do what he tells you to do. Right? One of them is to go out there and bring forth fruit. And how do you do that? You go into highways and byways, you make videos, you teach, right? Verse 15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant know not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things have I heard of my Father I made known unto you, right? So you've been blessed to come into this truth, to understand what the Most High, is doing on this earth, right? So many people are lost. So many people think that America is going to get better or things are going to go back to normal because they don't really have a clue. They don't know what's going on, right? But you do. You know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. You know how things are going to play out for the most part, right? You've been blessed to have this understanding. Don't waste it, right? Be encouraged by, seeing all these different things that you have known was going to happen through the scriptures and seeing them come to fruition. Be encouraged by that. Let your spirit get revved up. Do more work. You can't do enough. So keep doing it, right? Until the kingdom come, bro. Don't give up. Verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. I love this scripture right here, right? It's basically saying I was destined for this, man. I was destined for this. You were destined for this. If you're out there, on the highways and byways teaching, right? Now, not everybody's going to get it right now. Everybody's not going to get it, that you're, a priest or a prophet of the Most High God, Yahweh, that the Most High has ordained you, right? But right? And if the Most High has chosen you out of billions out of billions of people, right? That's a blessing, man. There's so many people that are not going to get chosen to bring forth fruit. That means if you still in this truth and you still, got the pure understanding, right? And you still, able body and pushing this truth, you got a shot. From the mind of from the illusion of free will, you got a shot to be 144, because we already know the 144 is destined. But shoot, it might be you. You see what I'm saying? So make your calling and election sure, right? Because so many people have fallen out. Like, it's people who fell out early. People fall out every day, man. Who give into these seducing spirits, man. Because these spirits are very seducing. Try to tempt you to go off, man. But if you if you wake up and you still in this thing, man, you got to give all honor and all glory and all praise to the Most High, man. Right? You got to. And then to Yahweh Shah for doing what he did. Verse 17, right? No, I'm sorry. It's verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So whatever you ask, man, as long as you bring forth fruit and you abide in Yahweh Shah, man, ask whatever you want, man, in Yahweh Shah's name. As long as it ain't no carnal stuff, man. And he got you. But you got to believe too. 17, these things I command you, that ye love one another, right? If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me first, right? It's like I'm reading what I'm reading. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you, right? So take solace in the fact that, you know what I mean? When people rebuke you and revile you because of this thing that the Lord has ordained you to do, okay, so be it, man. Right? Because the spirit of truth and the spirit of the truth, a spirit of truth is not in them. Right? So count yourself blessed that you have the spirit of the truth. Right? Because the scriptures say, woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. Right? Matter of fact, let me get that. Luke 6:26. Let me see. Right? So this Yahweh Shai, he says, yeah, like it says, right? Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets, right? So woe unto you, man, like, all men shall speak well of you. Why? Because that's not what happened in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And if you're abiding in Yahweh and Yahweh, if you're not abiding in Yahweh Shai, right? That means you're not teaching the right things. You're not coming in the right spirit, right? Because like the word that Yahweh Shai spoke, right? It caused division. It stirred things up. It stirred the pot up. They weren't widely accepted. And these are the same things that you're teaching, right? Oftentimes, like that people wanted to kill Yahweh Shah for what he was teaching, right? And the same thing, when we out there preaching that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right, are the biblical Israelites, that our kingdom is next up and that this kingdom is going to fall very soon, what happens, man? Like a lot of these spirits on people be getting riled up, and they sometimes they want to take us out, and that's the simple fact. It's a simple fact. You know what I mean? And it's just, it just is what it is. All right, so let's further on with the lesson. All right. Verse 17, these things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Right? If you were of the world would love his own. So if we was of the world doing the things, diddy bopping, in a club, smoking weed, just committing adultery, all these other things, man, if we was doing those things, right, the world would love us. Having birthdays, celebrating Christmas, we be chilling with the family. But when you gotta constantly say, hey, yeah, I don't celebrate that. Come on over, right? Your family saying, come on over, it's such and such birthday. And you say you can't come, right? What then often happens? Oh, he think he better than somebody. After he became an Israelite, he think he better, right? He think he knows something now, right? So, that's what happens, right? So if you were of the world would love its own. So if I was of the world doing the things that they do, man, I would be getting all the love, right? But because you're not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. So everybody that has this worldly ass mindset, they hate you, man. They really don't like what you're doing. They detest the things that you teach or the things that you're about. But that's a good thing. Count yourself blessed, man. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, right? So Yahweh Shai, who you Christians ignorantly call Jesus Christ, he had to go through many things. He was persecuted for the things that he taught, right? Why? Because they were right and true, right? And our people, sad to say, don't like the truth, man. But it's cool. The point is right here, if Yahweh Shai had to go through something, you bet your bottom dollar you got to go through something if you really abiding in him. It says, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also, right? So basically just saying, man, if they tried to, they sacrifice, of course it was ordained for him to do so, right? To be that lamb without blemish. But if they persecuted Yahweh Shai, they're going to persecute us too, man. So get ready. But it's all for righteousness. It's all for a reward. You see what I'm saying? Right? Matthew 5:10. Let me grab that, man. Because you got a reward when you being persecuted for this truth, man. Because people going to hate you. Your family they going to hate on you. They're going to talk shit about you. Everything, man. But fuck it. Keep pushing, man. Matthew 5:10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when all men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Right? So a lot of times that's what our family does, man, or people in the world, man. They talk shit about us, right? They revile us and persecute us, try to make our lives hell and stuff like that. But, it's cool, man. Stay encouraged. The fact that the Most High ordained you to go bring forth fruit, right? He chose you. He ain't choose them, man. Okay, yeah, some of them may be Israelites, but a lot of them Israelites got to die as a 2/3, man. But you, right, from what you can see, you got a shot. So make sure your feet abide in the Lord's house. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you abide in Yahweh Shai and keep doing what's commanded of you. Keep pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth. Keep pushing that vibration out there. And so that way Esau's kingdom can fall, man. Right? Because when his kingdom falls, ours is next up, man. And I can't wait to rule. I delight in scepters and thrones, man. Right? It says, 12, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they, the prophets which were before you. These guys, man, these people out in the world that are mad at us for teaching the truth, when we're not coming out our own minds, they the same people back then, right, that was persecuting the prophets for teaching what they taught, man. Think about all the things that happened to the prophets. They were beaten, tortured, jailed, right, chased out of cities, right? Don't these things happen to us, man? And if you can see these things, man, how dare you say, we worship the devil or we're not teaching the things true out the Bible. We don't have the spirit of the Lord, man. Forget you, man. Because we really coming in the spirit of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man. We teaching the things that are true and correct out of these scriptures, man. You're not. And you brothers that got this true understanding, that white robe on, man, keep pushing in this thing, man. Keep going harder in the scripts. Keep fasting, studying, praying, doing the work. Because our reward is coming, man. Let me finish out in John, man. Right, verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. Right? All right, I already read that. Verse 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. They don't know the Most High. They do these things because they don't have the Spirit of the Lord in them. Right? So understand what it is, keep it pushing, man. But be thankful that you have the Spirit of the Lord. Be thankful that you have the true understanding, because there was something special about you that the Lord seen in you and chose you, man. Right? Verse 22, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. So keep doing this. Keep going out on the highways and byways and preaching, that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Telling our people about how they need to come out of their sin. Why? Because what you're doing is you're sealing them in their foreheads, man. Like you're help sealing them, right? As a 2/3, right? Because we need to purge wickedness out of Israel. So now they can't say, oh, I never heard this. I never knew I was an Israelite. Man, you know my prophets was out there on them highways and byways in the cold and the rain and 100-degree weather out there preaching to you, right? You call them Power Rangers, right? Ninja Turtles out there busting on them, right? You can't say you never heard this. The brothers came humbly to you and asked, hey, yo, bro, you got a second? No, I ain't got a second. It's cool. So, but now you don't have no cloak for your sins, man. Now you can't never say you never heard this. Now you're going to be held accountable. Right? Verse 23, he that hateth me hateth my Father also, right? So by you hating, right, what we teaching, you're actually hating Yahweh Shai, because by us teaching what we're teaching, we're abiding in Yahweh Shai words, right? And his words were given to him by the Most High. So you really hate the Most High when you hate the words that we teach, right? If I had not done among them the works which are not, which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. You hate the Most High and you hate Yahweh Shai when you rebuke what we teach, man. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause, right? A lot of you people, man, you hate us without a cause, right? You like, man, look at these niggas, man. They think they know something. They think they smart, right? Nigga ain't even go to college. How he think he see fit to come and teach me about the Bible or how to live righteously? Who he think he is, man? Yeah, man, keep that same energy. And when Yahweh Shai comes back with the host of heaven, right, the angels, we're going to see who the Lord really dealing with. But for you brothers, man, I hope that, you're exhorted, you're encouraged, keeping the faith, stay prayed up, right? Keep pushing this truth and keep pushing that righteous vibration out to this kingdom falls and our rises up, because we got next, man. Shalom.